Well, it's finally starting to feel like October out. It only took half the month, but nonetheless, the cooler weather is finally here. Leaves are changing, cover's starting to come down, and overall it's going to be a really good day for grouse hunting. It's Tuesday, October 15th, and over the last 2 days we've had a cold front that's finally pushed into the area with temps only reaching about 50 degrees in the day. And this morning it's really chilly out. It's 30 degrees out right now, a little bit of frost on the ground. And I'm waiting for the sun just to come up a little bit more this morning. It's about 9 o'clock, and my goal is for the sun to come up just enough where it's finally starting to cast enough rays down onto some of these trails in the area and some of the open areas that are here. So the birds are going to be cold this morning, and they're going to be looking to warm up real quick when they come down from the roost and while they're feeding. And that sunlight's going to provide them that warmth they're looking for. So I'm just giving it a little bit of time for that sun to come up and start casting its rays down, and hopefully I'm going to find some birds out this morning that are trying to warm up and feed for the morning. Overall this fall, it's been really mild weather and super dry. We barely got any rain throughout the entire state during September and into October here. So it's made for some pretty drought-like conditions throughout all the grouse hunting areas, and the woodcock numbers have been really down because of it, because it's been so dry. And as I mentioned in the last video, I try and focus on water this early season, and that plays a big role as well in years where it's been a drought like we've had this fall with little to no rain at all. So at this spot there's a 12-year-old aspen cut. There's a couple of them, really good looking cover and habitat, and there's also mixed in a couple of creeks that flow into some dammed up areas from beavers. So there's a lot of moisture here in this area. There's a couple big ponds from these beavers, and overall this area is just really dark soil. It's kind of a low area, and there's a lot of moisture in the soil here, even though it's been a drought fall. So I'm hoping that's good news for the birds here, and then they're going to be stacked up in here enjoying the moisture that's in this area. So I'm going to give it a shot and take Yeti out this morning and see what we come across. Hopefully there's a few birds trying to feed and warm up for the morning, and who knows, maybe we'll even run into a couple woodcock as well. It's been really hit or miss for woodcock this year. We haven't ran into a lot just because it's been so dry everywhere this year. The woodcock numbers have been really down, like I've mentioned, but grouse numbers have been okay, and hopefully this morning we run into some birds. You ready, buddy? Yeti. Oh man, it's just a beautiful October morning. It's nothing better than seeing the golden light reflect off these aspen trees. Turning the dog loose for the morning. Cool, crisp weather. It gets me fired up. It's just picture perfect out. Nice steady breeze blowing through the air. The only thing missing right now is some birds. And hopefully we find a few and get into something this morning. Time will tell. I just came around the bend. This trail here. The Yeti's locked up on the edge of it, right here. It looks pretty serious. Hopefully there's a bird sitting just off the edge here. There's a little opening right on the other side of him. Whoa. Whoa. All right, he worked up a little bit farther. He's back on point now. I feel like we're definitely trailing something through here. It's probably a grouse running on us. Nope, 2 grouse. They were sitting right underneath that pine tree. Dog was on point right down there. And I missed. I had a pretty good look at that bird. Just didn't get my head down on the gun all the way. And he was on point right down there. I was struggling to find him. My GPS was showing he was on point. He was only 50 feet away. I just couldn't spot him. And he was just down, there's a little rise right here. He was just down there in some brush. Those birds got up underneath this pine tree right here. I thought we were trailing some grouse through here that were running on us. They were probably originally this morning sitting out on that open edge, that clearing where he first picked up scent. And then they slowly started working their way back this way. And we probably pushed them a little bit. They were sitting right underneath that pine tree. I got a GPS alert. Yeti's on point in here. This cover looks really, really good. We haven't moved a bird in it yet, though. I've been a little surprised. Dead bird. It was a woodcock. Dead bird, find. Pretty sure I got it. Good boy. The elusive woodcock. Good boy, Yeti. Good boy. Nice work, buddy. Come here. Come here. Yeti, come. Good boy. Right here. Give. Good boy, Yeti. That's a big woodcock. Pretty looking bird. Dog did a nice job there. He was just snaking up and trailing through here. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something else in here and that wasn't the bird that he was trailing, because he was moving like he was trailing a grouse that was running on us. And he's back on point. Yeah, see, he's still trailing through here. I would not be surprised if this woodcock was an innocent bystander of what we're trailing through here. Right here. He's right there. He's kind of facing this way. There it goes. It was a grouse. I thought we had to be trailing a grouse through here. And that was it. I hit that bird. It tumbled. I didn't get all of it though. Come on. Well, I knew I hit that bird. It took off and I had a good look at it. It was flying through some open aspen. And I thought I hit it pretty good. I watched the bird tumble and somersault in the air. And as it was nosediving, it straightened itself out and kept on flying and went down a hill into some pines. I trailed down in there, and the dog and I spent a good 20 minutes looking through that area. He finally ended up on point, and the bird took off right in the area that I thought it was down in there. He took off and flew again. So I guess I must have just grazed that bird enough to throw him off balance while he was flying. I didn't connect on a good enough shot to kill the bird, but oh well. We're gonna get back to it here. Gave it a good effort to at least recover the bird if it was dead, or know if it was still alive, and it's still alive. It flew away, so the bird lives to see another day. Good bird. Man, it's about time we got a good look at a bird. Good job, Yeti. Good boy. Good job, Yeti. Come here, man. Come here, Yeti. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Yeti. Good boy. Good boy, Yeti. Good job, buddy. Give. Give. Thank you. Good job, Yeti. Wow. Young bird. That's cool. Finally got a good look at a grouse this morning. These birds have been kicking our butt. Funny story about these birds right here. Oh, this one last bird that was sitting here at least. So we just came off the trail right up there. Dog found a big mud puddle he decided he wanted to lay in, slurp up some water, and he was just laying there, soaking it up, cooling down, slurping up water. I was standing there looking at him. Then all of a sudden, 3 grouse take off in this wide open forest right here. While both the dog and I were just kind of sitting there, relaxing for a second, 3 birds just take off in the wide open. So I got the dog out of the puddle, sent him into the woods here a little ways, see if there's any more sitting in here, and he came over to this edge, locked up on point. That bird got up right here, right in front of me, a couple feet in front of me, and I got a good look at it. It was kind of one of those oh crap moments, because I missed on the first shot, and I was like, come on, I can't just let this bird get away. There's no way I can let this bird just get away like this. So I knew I had to make the second shot count, and I did. All right, we'll take it. Nice job, buddy. Come here. Good boy. Good job, Yeti. The dog just locked up right here on the trail, and I can hear grouse putting just over here. Right there's one. Whoa, whoa. There's still more here. I know there is. Whoa. Pretty sure I missed that one. Just after that last clip where that grouse took flight and I missed, my camera ended up dying. But that's all right, because we were basically back to the truck at that point. And we found enough birds this morning to keep us busy on our walk. And it turned into a really, really big walk, actually, bigger than I normally do. We were gone for probably 4.5 hours on that walk, I think, and I clocked 7.25 miles, and the dog did almost 14 miles. And I feel like I came out 10 years older after that walk. Walking 4.5 miles through the Northwoods is no easy feat, especially when you're taking a lot of brush to the face sometimes. But nonetheless, we're back out here again this afternoon, gonna give it a shot, and I'm just across the road from where I was this morning, and this is another 12-year-old aspen cut. This spot's a lot smaller than where I was this morning, but that's totally fine by me. I did plenty enough miles this morning to be able to take a little bit of a smaller walk this afternoon. So I'm gonna get Ember out and collar her up and take a little stroll through here this evening and see what we can come across. This cut looks really good. Like I said, it's 12 years old, and what I look for in a cut is a lot of good undergrowth to it besides aspen. A lot of different vegetation and a lot of different plants that are growing up in the cut besides just aspen that fills it in really nicely. And you get that in some darker, lower soil areas, and that's what this area is. So I know there's some birds in the area from where I hunted this morning, so hopefully we'll run into something this afternoon. So we'll go give it a shot. Ember. We are off to the races this afternoon. No, Ember is. I feel like a little bit of a slug from that walk this morning. Ember just locked up on point right in front of me. She's in the aspen cut here. She spun on a dime. It stopped instantly. Be nice to find something on this walk. It's been an empty walk so far. Look at her curled around. Dead bird. Good girl, Ember. Fetch here. Good job. Good girl. Fetch here. Good girl. Good girl. Here. Hey. Good job, Ember. Good job. Nice woodcock. Pretty good sized bird. It's about time we found one. This is a really good looking area for woodcock through here. And we just haven't found any. Finally found one though. Got a good shot on it. Dog came in here, spun around on point. I walked up, bird got up, picture perfect between the two of us. Just like it's supposed to go. Good job, girl. This seems to happen sometimes. Been working our way back to the truck, and I was going to keep working past it a little bit. But Ember cut over here. She went on point. She's right down here. She's not far. On the left side of this trail. Oh, I see her. There she is right there. It's a good chance it's another woodcock sitting in here. That'd be fine with me. I don't mind having a little woodcock action. Right there. She looks good. She's intense. There's definitely something sitting here. Oh, that bird had me dancing. It got up and I was expecting it to go that way and it shot straight up over top of my head. A little circle up there. I missed. Nice point, girl. Good job. Yep, that one had me dancing. That's what those woodcock do. They get you dancing. Good times. That's fun right there. Right there. Ember's on point. Right on the edge of these pines. This thick spot here. There's a creek right below us. There goes. It was a grouse. I never got to look at it. I just heard it. So this morning's game plan is about what it was yesterday. I'm at a pretty big 12-year-old cut, and the sun is just coming up over the treetops, casting its rays down, and I'm just gonna work some of these logging roads and 2 tracks, trying to find some birds out sunning themselves and warming up again from the night, because we had a pretty cold night again last night. It got down to 28 degrees, had a little bit of frost this morning, and it's still pretty chilly out this morning. So that's the plan, just gonna work some of these edges and hope to find some birds out sunning themselves and warming up, starting to feed this morning, and give it a go. I'm gonna grab Fox, collar her up, and see if we can get into any birds. Fox! Right into the cover. All right, let's go find some birds. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Clear blue skies, cool temps. Hopefully we find some birds. Fox is on point right here, and there's a bird sitting in this oak tree. I don't know if you can see her right there. She's right there on point. This bird's right up in this tree. There she is. There goes one. There's still a bird here. The bird, Fox. Nice work, girl. That worked out just as I was hoping. Sun is just perfectly casting down on this 2-track here, and those birds were sitting right off the edge of the trail, soaking up the sunlight right in these oak trees here. She went on point. One bird took off and flew. This one hopped up in a tree, and she stood there on point. I walked up, another bird took flight, went farther into the woods here, and finally this one flew out of the tree, came right across the trail for perfect shot for me. Beautiful bird. Sunlit fan. Really nice. Awesome work. That's cool. Picture perfect, man. And we're just started too, man. I'm not even 100 yards from the truck. We're running into birds already. So far this week, the mornings have been treating us the best. And like it's been the last few mornings, this morning again, it's a super, super cold and frosty morning. This is the coldest morning we've had so far. It got down to 22 degrees last night, and everything is covered in a really hard frost this morning. It had been getting down to only about 30 degrees with a little bit of frost the last few nights and mornings, but this morning it's really, really cold out and really frosty. But I'm gonna stick with the same trend that I've been doing on these morning runs, where I'm just kind of working some open edges and trails that are getting sunlight from the morning sun, where these birds are trying to come out and warm up quickly when they come down from roost and while they're feeding. So that's the plan once again this morning, just hit some open edges where birds can bask in the sunlight a little bit this morning, and hopefully we'll find a few birds. The afternoons have been rough. It's been a little warm in the afternoons. It's been full sun, pretty light and variable winds, and it's just been so dry this year that it's been causing some tough sending conditions for the dogs, and we just haven't had much action in the afternoons and evenings. So I've been really putting my weight into these morning hunts, trying to put our best foot forward down and capitalize on the couple good hours of hunting that we have before the moisture all burns up and disappears for the day. So that's the plan for this morning. I'm gonna get Yeti out and see if we can go find some birds. Yeti. There he is on point right there. He looks really serious about what he's got this time. He's facing to my left, slightly quartering to me, so I'm going to swing out here in front of him. It's pretty open in here. So if there's something here, I should have a decent shot if I can get the bird between us. He's right there. There it goes. I missed. I didn't get a good look at the bird. I heard it take flight and then I just saw it briefly going between the trees. I was hoping I was going to get a better shot than that. He's back on point. Not sure if he's on point with another bird, or he just watched that bird fly away and stood there. We're about to find out though. And he's back on something. There's bird. Yep, he was on another bird. I saw where this one went. Oh, the bird is sitting. Good boy. I did hit that bird. I thought I did. Good boy, Yeti. Good job. Good job, Yeti. Nice find. Nice recovery there. Good boy. Fetch here. Good boy. Good boy, Yeti. Come here. Give. Good boy. Nice work, Yeti. I thought I had tickled this bird a little bit as it got up from underneath those pine trees over there, and I saw where it landed over here, or at least went down. We came over here, the dog went on point. He got birdie and kind of trailed through here real slowly. He locked up right here, and the bird was just sitting in the grass right here, and it tried to hop up and get away, and he went in and snatched it. Nice work. Yeah, we trailed a couple birds through here. Got a nice point from him. Bird took off underneath a pine tree, slipped away from behind some trees, and I missed. He worked up again, went back on point, and I came up to him, and this bird came out again underneath another pine tree. Shot right in front of me. I shot twice at it, and I thought I tickled it. And I watched the bird kind of roll down over here, and we came over here, and he picked up the track of it, went on point, and the bird was sitting right there. Nice job, Yeti. A nice rough young bird. That's a good start to the morning. All right, he just locked up on point again. Right over here on the edge of all this stuff. Good job, buddy. Nice work, dead bird. That's what I thought. Dead bird. Dead bird. Good job, Yeti. Good boy, Yeti. Good job, Yeti. Good boy. Come here, buddy. Yeti. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you. Good job. Good job, Yeti. This is a big mature bird. This is one of the first. Yeah, big drummer. Look at that. Nice. Big mature male. This is one of the first big mature birds I've shot this year. Most of them have been young. Nice work, Yeti. That's 2 birds really quick. And that bird was sitting right on the edge of these tag alders, just about where the sun's starting to meet it. He was in here probably eating some cat skins or something in here, trying to catch a little bit of morning sun rays. Dog went on point in here and I got up to him and he was just kind of slowly snaking around. That bird was probably running around back and forth on us a little bit in these open tag alders. And finally it took flight and crossed right here. And I missed on the first shot as it was flying in the open, and then I got out in front of it and dumped it on the second shot. Nice work, Yeti. That's a pretty bird. That's a big, mature male ruff right there. The king of the woods. That's 3 birds that was sitting in this little point just on the edge of these tag alders where it meets this creek that flows through here. I'm pretty sure those birds were just sitting on the edges trying to catch some morning rays this morning. Been just working our way back to the truck along this trail. Yeti made a cast in here into this aspen cut, 70 yards, and went on point. So I'm gonna cut in here and see if I can find anything. Do a little sneaky sneak while I'm moving through these woods. And hopefully he's got a grouse pinned down. He's right there. Yeah, he's tracking something. Now he's on point. I think we got a grouse that's running on us. Let's see if we can get it pinned. Dog's just been working really slowly, tracking something in front of me. Whoa. There it goes. I don't think I got that bird. It crossed right in front of me here. I may sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna say it again one more time because it's the one line of success that I've had the last few days of hunting, and that is following the sunlight on these really chilly mornings. If you can follow the sunlight, that's where those birds are gonna hang out when they come down from roost, because it's really cold out in the mornings and they're looking to warm up fast. And it worked out again this morning for me, and it's kind of been the trend that I've been following over the last few days while I'm hunting, and we've been able to bag a few birds and get some shots at birds because of it. Yeti did a good job for me this morning. He always does a good job for me. He always gets me shots on birds, so I always enjoy running him. I enjoy running all the dogs and just being out here. It's a beautiful time of year. The unfortunate part is it just goes by so fast, but before you know it, all the leaves are gonna be down, and you know, all the colors that are popping right now, it's just gonna look like a barren wasteland. But still a lot of good grouse hunting to come over the next couple weeks. I am gonna head home now after this morning's hunt. I was planning on hunting this afternoon, but as I've mentioned a couple times now, it's just been so hot and dry in the afternoons, and today it's supposed to be up to the high 70s, almost 80 degrees. So we haven't been having much luck in the afternoons anyways, so I'm not even gonna give it a go in that type of weather this afternoon because I just know what it's gonna be like, just hot and dry, and the dogs are gonna struggle, and the birds just haven't been in the normal places that you find them in the evenings just because it's been so dry out. I haven't really been able to pinpoint anything or put together any type of success this week in the afternoons, so I just kind of stuck to the mornings here. And yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap this up, this video. Thank you guys once again for following along. Hope you're having a really good season so far. I am gonna end this on a couple random clips from this week that just didn't make it into the video or really fit into any type of timeline. We went on a few hunts in the afternoons and had a few bird contacts, just really didn't have enough to make it into the main video or tell some sort of story with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that and roll through those clips, and I'll see you guys back out there on the next one. Good girl. Thank you. Good job, girl. Good job. Good job, Ember. Nice work. Fox just locked up right here. Oh, it's a woodcock. I see the bird sitting right there on the ground between me and the dog. That's a cool shot. Fox looks good. Tail's up, leg cocked. Bird sitting on the ground right there. It's a woodcock. Dead bird. Good job, Fox. Good girl. Good girl. Give. Thank you. Nice work, Fox.